Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Bible Study Minute. Today we're taking a look at Proverbs chapters 3 and 4. And in these chapters, Solomon continues to write to his sons, emphasizing the importance of 1. Heeding his instruction, and 2. Walking in obedience to the Lord's commands, which is walking in wisdom. So, we see this played out in several ways in these two chapters. The first thing that we see is the importance of walking in obedience to the Lord and trusting in Him. So when we trust in the Lord, He will lead and direct our paths. And the alternative is leaning on our own understanding, which is what leads down to the path of sinners and so on and so forth. So he's saying, trust the Lord to lead and direct your paths, seek after Him, continue to trust Him, and that will lead you down the path of blessing. And then he also talks about things like doing good to your neighbor. So if it's within your ability to do good in the moment, do good to your neighbor, because that is what honors God. That is what wisdom would do. And basically just do good to others whenever you have the opportunity. Don't lie on your neighbor. Don't cheat them. Don't steal from them. Basically, whatever you would want someone to do to you, do to them, essentially. And then we just see it over and over again, Solomon emphasizing the importance of obeying the commands, walking in wisdom, seeking after wisdom, seeking wisdom's path, instead of walking down the path of sinners, which is a path of destruction. And he just lets his sons know that if you walk in wisdom, you can trust that your life is going to be happy, number one, that your life is going to be secure, that you're going to be blessed. Not necessarily materially blessed, but you're going to live a blessed life, much like what we saw in Psalm chapter 1 that talks about the life that is rooted in the Word of God. So, those are the overarching view of what Solomon is talking about in these two chapters. But there's one verse in particular that stood out to me this morning, and that is chapter 3, verse 9, where it says to honor the Lord with your possessions. Now, this is something that we as believers tend to struggle with a little bit, at least some of us, myself included, where we can trust God with our lives, but we find it difficult to trust Him with our possessions. But here's something I want to challenge you with. God is the one who owns everything. He created everything, and that includes our possessions. So if that is true, then it shouldn't be as difficult for us to trust God with our possessions and to give Him the first fruit of what He has given us, because ultimately we are only managers of what He has given us. So with that in mind, whatever we receive, we need to first give it back to God as an offering to Him for what He's given us, and then manage the rest of it as best we can in a way that honors Him. So that's what I want to challenge you with today, and that's something that I'm challenging myself with, is to take a look at this verse in particular and see how well you are managing your possessions, and see if how you're managing them is being a pleasing offering to God. Is it walking in the path of wisdom, how you're managing your possessions? So that's what I want to challenge you with today, and until next time, grace and peace.